Welcome back to the shop. Today I'm going to throw out a video on a pretty cool chainsaw, and it's one that just made its way into the shop. I just got done cleaning it up, and to be honest with you, it's one that almost didn't make its way into the shop. I got a lot going on right now. I saw an ad up for it, and I waited. Anyway, long story short, it's here now. I wouldn't call it a rare, well, yeah, I would call it a rare saw. You don't see Remingtons all that often. They just don't come around all that often. And like I said, I almost didn't have it in my collection, and I'm kicking myself. So let's get into it. I'll show you what I got. There she is, Remington PL4, Power Light 4. Made by Remington Arms Company. Remington made a lot of outdoor power equipment. A lot of people don't know that. But they did, and they made chainsaws. This is a very close copy of the Homelite XL-12. They're super. It's a combination of the Super XL and the regular XL-12. I'll show you as we go through it. I'll flip it around so you can see the other side. This saw was originally introduced in 1965. It is 59 cc's, rated for up to a 23-inch bar. So again, the specs are a lot like the Homelite Super XL. The difference on this saw when you're comparing it to the XL-12, this typical XL-12 is going to have the oil fill down here, whereas the Super is going to have the oil fill here up on top. But in terms of displacement, this saw is on par with the Super XL. This thing was in absolutely horrible condition. I know I sound like a broken record when I talk about the chainsaws that I get in my collection, but that's how I pick up most of them. But this one was, again, one that was just in terrible shape. The story I got from the guy, this was his grandfather's chainsaw, passed down to his father and then to him. And he had absolutely no use for the saw. And looking at the saw when I went to go pick it up, it looked like it had just been stuck in the corner of a garage for many years. But it's a cool little saw. And those of you that, like I said, that know Homelites, you can see the many similarities to this PL4. This up top, I'll go through the features. This is your fuel fill up on top, and this is a magnesium or aluminum cap. It's pretty crazy. And there's some really odd things with this saw. So you can see the cap, how clean that cap is, and look down in that tank. I was not expecting that at all. And I pulled out the fuel line and filter, and it looks really good too. So again, the saw did not look like it does right now. It was just completely covered in every kind of grime possible. So I was a little thrown by that. Your high and low jet adjustments along with idle are tucked neatly down underneath here. Your ignition switch, manual oiler here, and sheet oils. Flip it around to the other side. Throttle lock here. She works. Throttle's a little bit different than the XL-12s and the Super. Like I showed you before, oil fill down here. Muffler, very similar to the XL-12s and the Supers. Late models, not the early models. Original bar and chain. You can see it's stamped up here, Remington. Roller nose. Overall, I mean, it's in pretty good shape. it cleaned up nicely. It was covered in a lot of pitch and tar everywhere. You couldn't really make out any of the white down here, along with the stains from the exhaust. So I spent quite a bit of time cleaning it up. Muffler was just completely covered in all that I just mentioned. So I got some of that off. But this saw was definitely used. I'll flip it around one more time so I can get into it for you. So you can see that the air filter cover, obviously the knob's broken here, which is no big deal. It's just a brass fitting. Pull that off. Air filter's still in pretty good shape, actually. It's original air filter. But see, this is the other thing that threw me for a loop when I got into this saw is the carb box. I didn't really touch this carb box at all. This is essentially how it was when I looked at the saw. And to me, if you look at the butterfly valve and all the linkages and all of that, that looks like a brand new carb to me. Or it's been cleaned really, really well. It's a Tillotson. But you can see the boot down here for the throttle linkage is in really good shape. So somebody's done some work on this saw. I asked the guy a little bit about it, and he said he didn't know anything about it, which I'll take him at his word, but there's definitely been some work done to this saw. He told me it doesn't run. So I don't know if somebody's tried to get it to run or whatnot. And I'll show you what the problem is here. There's nothing here. The starter's completely stripped out. I did get it to catch enough that I know it does have compression. So I've got to look into that. These starters on these Remingtons are fairly complex for a starter system based on looking at, you know, what you would get on an XL-12, like I said, which is a similar type saw. So I'm gonna have to pull that out and take a look at it and see what's going on there. He did give me the original PL4 owner's manual, which is kind of interesting because I think this is 1959, but it's got, you know, all the instructions on what to do, what not to do, how to start it. It's just, you know what, this is really, quite frankly, how an instruction manual should be these days when you get a power saw, but you don't find it. And then in the back, he's actually got a parts diagram that came with it too. And this is from Remington. I don't know if this came with the saw or not. I'm assuming it did. But it has all the parts descriptions and everything for this saw in here. So that's pretty cool deal. Anyway, that is the Remington PL4 newest addition to my collection. As I always say with these vintage saws, happy to have them. And I really am. I mean, this is one that was destined for the junkyard, for sure. I watched it for a little bit on Craigslist because I don't need another saw, and I didn't really have time for another project. I wanted somebody else to pick it up and save it from the junk heap, but nobody did, so of course I ran up there to go save it. So I got another project on my hands. But you know what? After I got it home and took a look at it and started tearing into it, you know what? I probably shouldn't have waited on this saw. I really shouldn't have. I should have gone up there and got it right away because it's just a fantastic little saw. And hopefully once I get into it, I don't really see any issues that will prevent it from running. The fuel lines look good. I've just got to get into that starter. So again, that's the Remington Homelite 4 or PL4. Look for that in an upcoming video as I'm able to get into this saw and take a look at it. But thanks for joining me today. Thanks for walking through the newest edition with me, the Remington PL4, and I will catch you on the next video.